Hello everyone who has happened to stumble across this video. Hi. Can you tell this video doesn't have a script? So yeah, welcome to this channel. This is just something I've decided to start, surprisingly enough. And as you can probably tell from the profile picture and channel banner, I guess, I can't really draw that well. So you might be wondering, why would someone who can't draw start a drawing channel? Well, there's a very simple answer to that question, my friends, and the answer to that question is I want to learn. So yeah, that brings me on to my first kind of topic, just the drawing in the background I'll get onto in a bit, but I'll just let that play for now. So the main point of this channel is to have somewhere to, I guess, keep me motivated to learn to draw and also get feedback from people who happen to be watching. It also acts as almost like a creative outlet because I have a lot of ideas and I have absolutely no way of expressing them due to me having terrible artistic skills and terrible writing skills. So I've decided to use this medium. Now, this is potentially one of the simpler things I could have done in terms of drawing, mainly because I don't know if you can tell by now, I'm mainly using the circle tool. It's not anything particularly impressive, but I saw this design online. If I can find it, I'll put it on screen now. But I saw this design online for a solar system map, and I happen to have a world building project which is sci-fi and takes place in a single star system, which is what you're watching now. You can probably kind of tell based on the video that I don't really have that much experience with this kind of thing, at least in terms of organizing layers. I tried very hard to keep all these layers organized so that I could rearrange things later if I needed to. Don't know what that noise was, don't know if you heard that. But yeah, I don't think it turned out that bad. Either way, let me talk a bit more about what I'm doing. So yeah, as I said, this is a world building project. I've been working on for a while now. It's basically become my baby at this point. I have a massive folder full of lore, which through these videos, hopefully I'll kind of sprinkle in some of it. But yeah, either way, I've been needing a map for it for a while, and I thought this would be a good first video because it kind of introduces you to this world and it introduces you to what this channel is. As you can see, what I'm doing at the moment is just mainly just planning out the orbits and the different planets. All the planets already have names and things like that, and I have a general idea of what they're like. Nothing too serious though. So yeah, as you can see, I've also started marking out the moons and things like that. And the main thing about this world, which kind of made me start with it, well, first of all, I think this world is... I don't know why this world is so special to me, because I've had many world building projects. Oh god, don't look at this. This is my first attempt at drawing a black hole. I kind of decided to scrap the idea of drawing a black hole because this one ended up so bad. But yeah, don't worry, it does change later on. But yeah, either way, the main, as you can probably tell, the main crux for this whole world is that there is a black hole in the center, which is called Inanus. I know that kind of sounds like pineapple in a lot of languages, but I assure you in Latin it means void or emptiness or whatever, which is basically what a black hole, I mean, to be fair, is the opposite of emptiness, but I like to think of it as a void. I literally, yeah, if you guys, world building tip, if you ever need to name something, pop it into Google Translate to translate whatever related words into Latin. You will find something very useful. In fact, I was making a Nordic world somewhat recently, and it was so easy to come up with names. You just use Google Translate into Swedish or Norwegian. It works so well. Either way, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, Inanus is it's the main source of magic in this world, and it's like perception-based magic, so like it's kind of illusion-based, but with a slight twist. You can't just cast illusions that work on everyone. It's based on the person, so you can only cast illusions on their perceptions and not reality, if that makes sense. So if you're caught on camera, you can turn yourself invisible to whoever you're trying to affect, but if there's another person watching that you don't notice, or there's a camera watching, both of those will pick up on the fact you're not invisible and you'll look like a right plonker. But yeah, either way, that's the main point of this world. And again, I don't know why this is so special to me. I've had a lot of world building projects over the years, but this one is the only one that's like stuck. and I don't really know why. It's just I've just always come back to it. I have kind of gone through a renaissance with this world in a way. Like, the system used to be entirely different, the world used to be entirely different. The main crux, aka the black hole and the magic, that remains the same, but everything else has basically changed. I don't know what that noise is. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. Either way, as you can see right now, I'm just marking out the actual final lines for the planet, or like the outlines. Fun fact, I kept forgetting. You probably saw a little bit earlier on in the video where I was like drawing random lines next to other lines. I couldn't remember what pixel width I used. I don't know how important that is, but I just kept going back and I was like, yeah, this is too much effort. So I had like a text file open on my second monitor, trying to just noting down every pixel width I used so that I would know how to keep it consistent. But yeah, either way, you can probably see in some of these where I use the fill tool and it doesn't fill it properly because of, obviously, the lines aren't crisp. They have like a fade out almost. So I have to go in and give them a bit of a cleanup. I don't really know if I'm missing something really, or if there's just another method of doing this. Thinking about it, I could probably just put the colouring on a different layer and just have that beneath that layer so it stays within the lines. I don't know. It's I'm not good at this kind of thing, which is the whole point of this channel. Welcome. Yeah. Anyways, this channel is also just a good way for me to yap, because it's fun to yap. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. It's a very fun process. Have you ever just picked a topic and yapped to your friends about it? It's very fun. Hey, I've finally gotten rid of that god-awful black hole. I've just kind of kept it consistent with the rest of it, where it's just a simple circle. I do in fact have a drawing tablet. It is kind of a drawing tablet. It's one of those. Oh god, this part. I'll get onto this in a second. But yeah, kind of like a drawing tablet, except it doesn't have a screen. I just connect it to my PC and I can draw using a pen on the screen. But yeah, either way, this part, I found a custom font online that I wanted to use. I think it was called Acquire, for like the labels and things. For the life of me, I couldn't get it to work. It just wouldn't work. I spent so long trying to make it work. So to save you guys that trouble, I'm just going to crossfade across to when it's actually working. As you can see, I quite like the font, and these are all the names for the planets or the systems. I haven't put names for the moons because I couldn't really find a way to make it look good. So we're just sticking with the main planetary systems for now. And right now I'm just trying to figure out how to do the stars and things like that. So yeah, for the most part, once the stars are done, how long is it going to take for you to find the right pixel width? There we go. So yeah, this is Voidstar. This is my world building project I've been working on for ages. Thank you guys for sitting with me through this video and listening to my random train of thought go wherever the hell it pleases. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy watching this video, and hopefully I'll be able to stick with this channel and stick with just drawing and things like that, because I really would like to get better at it. And if you guys have any advice in the comments whatsoever, I would very much like to know it, because any and all help is very much appreciated, as well as anything I can actually draw, because just ideas on what things to make videos about. I do have a couple video ideas, but obviously new ideas are always welcome. So anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.